What's up, everybody? I'm just doing a quick video to show you guys a little project that I came up with. It's been stewing in my head for a while, and I finally put it to life and to work, and it actually sounds pretty awesome. My concept was to have a floor pedal that's all the pedals that I've owned. Not all of them, but the ones I like a lot. And use power amps that attach to the pedal board, so that I don't need a head or another amp to run into my speaker cab. And the solution for that is the Electro Harmonix 44 Magnum pedals. I bought two of them. And what I'm doing is I'm running this little pedal board in stereo. So I have two separate preamps, each preamp feeding to its own power amp, and then each power amp going from the pedal board just to a 412 cab. And it's pretty mighty. I'm pretty psyched about it. I'm going to show you what I did. It's pretty neat. I hope you like it. I like it. I'm enjoying it. I've been playing with it in my band. And I have to say, these little 44 Magnum power amp pedals are loud. Like, way louder than I need. I don't put this thing up past, like, 3 on the knobs. It's ridiculously loud, so it works really well with the live band situation. So let me show you what I got. So here's my pedal board, and I've got my guitar, which is my EVH, going to the input on this little pedal, which is a compressor. So this guy gets my guitar, it boosts the signal a little bit, and then it goes from this straight into this, which is the Big Shot ABY pedal. So I can switch between amps if I want, or I can run both amps at once with this guy. So the A side goes to this big pedal, which is the ISP Theta, which is a beast of a pedal. Anybody who's ever used this pedal should know it's rugged. It's got more gain than anybody would ever possibly need. And it sounds really good. My problem with it is I can't get a good preamp sound that sounds really good when you turn on the distortion. So the distortion sounds best to my ears with the preamp shut off. Right now it's off. But if you turn the preamp on, the gain gets too hairy and fuzzy for my like. And this has a built-in decimator pedal right here, which is crucial. Without that, you get so much hiss. It's amazing. So that's a good pedal. That's the first amp. Then that feeds out to this 44 Magnum. Now, I prefer the bright switch on with that pedal, but the other one I don't. I like the bright switch on with this guy, and it's not turned up very loud, and it sounds pretty good. The second preamp that I have, right, so I go from the comp to the splitter, and then I go to this guy, which is the RK5 from Tech 21. This is the Richie Kotzen signature pedal. This thing sounds great. You can get a lot of good sounds out of it. It's got a built-in reverb, it's got a built-in delay, it's got a sans amp, and then it's got its, oh my god, the OMG setting, which is the gain. And it's also got a boost, which is cool. You can boost the clean, or you can boost the dirty, and it works really good. So, the way I have this set up is, I kind of made the Richie Kotzen pedal my top end, right, my treble-y sound. So if I turn this on to the Richie Kotzen amp, I can then, and I'm holding my camera so I can't really play, I'm just going to have to chug along. So right now, right there the gain was shut off, and that's my clean. On my bridge pickup. So it's a good clean, it's got a little bit of a delay on it, it's got reverb on it. But if I turn on the gain, it's got a great gain stage on it. Now that sound I have kind of set to the treble side. If you look at my settings here, my highs and my mids are up. I got my lows turned to about halfway, a little less than halfway. So it's a little bit of a treble-y sound. And then if you look on my ISP pedal, I have it set more to the thick end. I got the bass turned up. I got the mids about halfway. The sweep of my mids is cranked, so I get an open sound. And then I got my treble about halfway. So it's getting more of a bassy sound. So if I switch between the two here, you can hear, maybe, I don't know if the camera catches it, but the ISP theta pedal is a little bit thicker sounding, and the Richie Kotzen pedal is a little bit thinner sounding. And when you use them together, it sounds awesome. You get a full spectrum amp. Oh, and I should also mention that I have a separate ISP decimator specifically for this pedal. Without it turned on, you just get a whole shh. You get that sound, and I don't like it. So right now it's dead quiet when I have the guitar turned down. But if I turn the decimator off, you can't really hear it. But with the decimator off, you get a big shushing sound. But with it on, it's nice. So let's hear both together, and it sounds really good. So that's with both. So now if I turn off both, that's the theta pedal, the ISP. And then this is the Richie Kotzen pedal. I'm going to turn that one up a little bit and get the levels a little better. And then both. It's fun. It's a work in progress, I guess. I'm going to play with the tones a little bit. I've only had the pedal set up for about a week, but I've only played through it like 3 or 4 times, so I'm still kind of messing with the tones a little bit. But it's really fun, and it's an interesting thing to try for yourself. Get these pedals. Those 44 Magnum pedals rule. You can run your pedals straight into a cab, because that's all that's happening right here. It comes right out of the pedal, goes down the cable, and into the cab. That's it. That's the only thing I got. There's no head, there's no amplifier needed, and if you use this with like a 212, which is what I'm using at my band spot, I use my Egnator 212, which is on wheels, and it's only 212, so it's good. It's a really compact, awesome thing that you can run around with gigs and not have to worry about carrying around a heavy tube amp, kind of like this beast right here, which is my Fender Machete. That head sounds better than most things. It's an incredible head, but it weighs like 70 pounds. So Look at it. It's next to my 412 PV cab. It's massive. Huge head. It's fat. It's thick. It weighs a ton. And by the way, if you've never played this cab, this is the PV 430A. It's probably their flagship cab, or it used to be. I don't know if they make it anymore. They might have switched it over to the 6505 cabinet. I think that's what this is, essentially. But I don't know for sure. But yeah, that's my cool little pedal board. And there's a lot of money sitting right there. Those 44 Magnum pedals are 150 bucks a piece. And I'll leave it up to you guys to go figure out how much everything else cost. And the pedal board is a Gator pedal board. And of course I got all my cables and stuff all dressed underneath it. So my power's under there. Everything, it's a giant mess. It's all wire tied. It took me forever to put it together. But it's really fun. It's compact, sorta. But it's fun. You guys should try experimenting with some of this stuff. It's neat. But that's it. Thought you guys might like to see that. What I've been playing with, what I've been up to lately. It's been a while since I put out a video. I'll be putting out another one soon. I got another pedal coming in that I want to try out. It's a Moore pedal. And it's a multi-effects pedal. It's a GE100. I saw a lot of things online about it. I like it. I'm going to get it for practice, and I'll maybe do a video on it. So stay tuned, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Pedal board, stereo pedal board, very fun. 2 amps in one. Good times. Peace.